Nice job in this.
Thanks.
You know, I really was real surprised by the film because I saw the trailer and I didn't like the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
The trailer was really unfunny to me.
They didn't do my cut of it anyway.
Everything about the film was funny to me.
I'm glad.
And I think, I don't know how you feel about that. Have you seen it all the way
Yeah,
through?
I'm with you.
I think it's one of your best performances.
Tell me why.
Just because everything worked for me, and I like the film better. I mean, I like the film better than maybe the last one we talked about.
Are you saying that you actually think that Robert Downey Jr. has been in a good film?
I am.
I've been waiting. Good.
No, do you think so?
Yes. Would you like to go?
Yeah. Well, I just think the whole ensemble works, and I just think everything about it kind of feeds the script, and everything about it works.
Good.
And a lot of times you can have good performances in really average films.
Mm.
And the film doesn't work, but the performances are nice.
What's going to happen when I'm in a great film?
What are you going to do? How are you going to act?
Robert, what a great movie.
And they'll open the envelope and they'll say,
Yeah, that too. Hi.
and you'll tell jokes on Oscar
I'll
night.
tell jokes, yeah, right. Oh
Was this a
God.
part that you went after?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. Because I don't think it was something that I could immediately be conceived for, nor was I in a position to be a viable way to get the film off the ground,
Yeah.
just money-wise and all that. So sure. And it took immense faith on Sir Richard Attenborough's part to see me through to the screen test, and then to be as supportive as he was after he liked it. I must say it was pretty good. But I couldn't tell the day when I saw it. I was like, I have no idea. I had a cold. I was scared. I was afraid. But, I'm sure everybody is.
You find it funny? You find the film terribly funny?
I think it's good. Now, see, I happened to see it with press people. So,
A real unfunny bunch.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean, though. I mean,
Yeah.
they were saying they don't want to laugh in this. They were really laughing. It's not like their sister was in it or something,
Really? Do you feel that way when you see them with press? Like they might not want to laugh?
Well, not want to laugh.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't want to laugh unless they thought something was really funny, because
Oh.
it's a tough position to be in. It's like you have to really be objective at the same time you're there, being entertained, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess for me, I never think of it that way. I always see it. I always just see it as myself going to see the movies,
Okay.
and I evaluate all that afterwards. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
I think so. It's just kind of an odd experience. I never feel conscious of whether I'm laughing or not laughing.
And me going to a film that I'm in, I always try to, because I know I'm always funny. I have to try to laugh at the parts with the other people, and then be a little less confident about what's Where did that come from?
I was going to ask you about this professionally. It's sometimes, and maybe I'm reading into this. Do actors feel like maybe you're lucky you didn't have to do a soap, or you weren't on a soap, or you're not have to pay the bills with a soap, that you get to do features?
Yeah.
Is that pretty common?
I think so. And I think what's interesting to me is also people who are lucky they got a soap and are happy that they've been on a soap and are content with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so interesting, because it seems like with every layer of the onion that you get more towards the skin, you tend to, anything inside that would be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know that whole thing. It's
Well,
like, then that wouldn't do and this wouldn't do. And I think that the best place to be at for someone who could do anything they want and is a major star or whatever, which could even happen for me, would be to try to get back to having that smallest seed be great. Like if given my own production company and free reign to do whatever I want, would I still be completely satisfied doing something from Pfeiffer's People in Westwood on a Thursday night?
Mm-hmm.
And I think you damn well better be. Otherwise, I don't think there's real perspective.
Yeah, and I think also when you get to call your own shots more and more and more, is that important to you?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
I think it is. I think that it's like graduation. I don't think it's so much about power as much as it's about just kind of
Freedom?
Yeah,
And it's a lot about freedom.
freedom. Sure.
And I would imagine the more, in a sense, the power you get from other people's perspective, the more,
Mm-hmm.
the better the scripts are. And
I'm so happy that people generally like my work, because it would be so hard. And I'm sure that day will come. The day will come, and maybe I'll do something great, and then I'll do something that isn't. And it's really funny. And what other frame of reference does one have but what the last thing someone did is? So I'm sure there's a lot of humility for me in the future too.
You good at reading scripts?
Mm-mm,
Choosing material?
not. I'm good at working with scripts and making them better. I think that's
But evaluating material before it's made?
I'm a lot better now than I was last week. I did myself a favor and went to my step-grandfather's house, a man named Dick Dorso, who used to be head of television at United Artists. Where was he when I needed a job? Playing tennis. Didn't even send me a birthday card. But he...
But he's there now.
Yeah, he's there now and kind of walked me through what makes scripts work. And given, his experience. And so I know now, and I think that I intuitively knew before. And one thing I feel confident in is being able to take a script that I like the idea of and build it up. Because luckily I've had the experience of doing enough films where the story didn't work to know why it didn't work.
Yeah.
It's like being someone who, lost at Waterloo 20 times. It's like, maybe we should get a different idea here on the setup,
Well, you pulled off this one.
Thanks.
Nice job, yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah?
Good stuff.